What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Crazy here. We already know that because you're already watching this here on this channel. Today we're playing some Doki Doki Literature Club. This game was recommended to me by Deko. She's like, hey, give this a try, and I was like, hey, okay. So there was a disclaimer in the beginning of the game that said if you're easily depressed, or you know you're not old enough to play this game or some shit like that, that you might want to go find something else to do. So if you're not a mature audience member, you get easily depressed, or you're just not enjoying yourself, go watch the CSGO Road to Nova series, or go start the Call of Duty series. I've been trying, kind of doing, not as hardcore lately, but there's other channels you can watch. There's other shows that you can watch here on my channel. So let me take a quick sip of my drink. We'll get started, so hang on one second here. Alright. So we're going to hop into a new game here. Yay! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together in days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. So it kind of sounds like Serena from Sailor Moon. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, you said like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Crazy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Crazy, have you decided to join the book club yet? A club? Told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? What? I'm reading voices backwards. Someone messaged me. Let's see what they said. Let's see. A Soviet tanker says. Let's see. What did he say? Let me look at this. He says, "Doki Doki Literature Club. Hugh. Okay. And level 1 newbie also messaged me. I believe that is Thief on an alt account. It says, yo. I think we're playing with yo-yos or something. I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes a little worried. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Holy shit, that sounds just kind of like me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Sorry if you heard that popping sound. That's my wrist popping. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Yeah, Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was even aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Chicken. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's just so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. A single, dirty, freaking cupcake. Let's click, and I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I regularly visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Hey, bitch. Don't be that way. I will stick this mouse in your mouth. Yeah. I don't know what that's supposed to... I don't know. Crazy. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escaping the situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. I think she likes me the most. What are you looking at? Oh. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. This girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Crazy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Crazy. We made... Blah, whatever. Come sit down, Crazy. We made room for you at the table, so you can come sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the tin foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like teeny little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, those sound amazing. I wish we could see a picture of those. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally bite down. The icing's sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Oh my god, this game is kind of like hitting me spot on. I don't like reading. Reading's not a pastime for me either. When I was younger, I really enjoyed it, but then like we got into middle school and high school, and they were like, "You gotta read this book right here and write a 35,000-page essay about the main character and why the main character does thing A to person B." It goes back to objective alpha and why they're trying to dance with sunglasses on top of their head while they're doing some weird, funky, satanic ritual. And it's like, what? It's never fun. What was the last book I read, anyways? I think the last book I read was, it was like a book about a princess who decides that she doesn't want to be a princess and doesn't want to get married to this prince. And so she goes to the mountains and finds a dragon cave and becomes a maid for dragons. I think that was a book. Yeah, that's a book. It was one of Deko's books. I really enjoyed that book. Anyways, let's continue. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined the clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for all the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I just can't stand politics at all. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something that I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Harry also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So crazy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. God damn it. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Wow, she's deep. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I just want to start crying. Like she's so deep and just, dude, like, what if like the world was actually four-dimensional, but we can only see in like 3 dimensions because, like, I don't know, man. Alright, let's not start that. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the books of world. Books of world? People not. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Is this what they're trying to say right here? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might be as well as having a conversation with a rock. Really? I would have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But the story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Well, I feel like I'm just like doing like a really terrible ASMR reading of this game. Sayori slides up, sidles? Sayori sidles up, sidles? Okay. Behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up yourself, oh my god. Reading, how do I? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everybody's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we shall share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Crazy? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Crazy. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, these girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meetings on a good notes. Tea's ready. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Crazy. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Crazy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make one of them, how come I can't read? This is why I don't do Let's Plays. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I should take that back. That's the reason why I don't do reading-based Let's Plays, is because if there's a lot of reading, my dyslexia is like, Harry, this word is this word, and, you know, your brain and your mouth, we just can't keep up to each other. Okay? Okay. Alright. And I guess it starts with me writing a poem tonight. Do I get to write a poem? Oh my god, I do! Okay, let's see. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.